6 saves for freshman goalie Felicia Giglio and Navy's 16-6 win over East Carolina. Felicia, how are you adjusting to the college game of lacrosse?
It's good. I come from like very competitive high school environment, like great coaches in high school, so I think it's been easier than you would assume. Shout out Long Island Class A. You're basically playing like D1 teams like in high school, so it's pretty much like it's not too bad of adjustment.
Playing here at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium, a ranked opponent in your first game, and now East Carolina. I mean, what have some of the challenges been to this point?
Just putting it all together, I think we're all pretty good at communicating and executing, what we do in practice, so it's pretty good.
It's a huge responsibility starting your freshman year for a Division I program. Just how have you been able to succeed to this point?
I think like a lot of the leadership on the team, like especially the firsties, they really help me out, like the ones on defense and our captains. They're really good at like guiding me and just giving me advice and telling me it's just lacrosse. It's just lacrosse.
It's just lacrosse. A lot of intensity today, especially on the defensive side. It started with Alyssa Daly on the draw. What did you see from your teammates today?
They're all dogs. On the ride, on the gritty plays. They're all dogs. Yeah. And Alyssa was awesome on the draw, and it was the whole draw unit.
Yeah. You're 2 games into your college career. You've got dozens to go. You're already shouting "Beat Army."
Oh, yeah.
Just what are you anticipating coming up Villanova next week?
Haven't really looked that far ahead. Wanted to get this game. Now we'll look ahead to the next games.
All right. And how have you adjusted on the yard as a freshman, and how has lacrosse helped with that?
It's definitely an adjustment, but you just have to. Lacrosse is a good outlet to go and kind of fool around because everything's very serious, and it's a good outlet. It's nothing's too deep. Just got to remember that.
I appreciate that, Felicia. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
We've got head coach Cindy Timchal with us as well, talking about the 16-6 win over East Carolina. Yeah. Just spoke to your outstanding freshman goaltender. What did you see from her today?
Oh, yeah, Felicia. She's just a solid goaltender. Helped secure the victory last week. I think she pulled about a 50% today, allowing 6 goals and had 6 saves. So she's been awesome, but we're proud of all of our, goalie units in terms of Emma Richard Dow came off the bench, had 2 saves. So we're just thrilled about that team effort and having an opportunity to get players that are coming in when you get the 10-goal, run. I think last week when we were up 10-3, you think, oh, okay, now we can relax, and we learned that, ECU the whole way brought intensity all 4 quarters. And so I'm proud of the team to secure this solid, decisive victory over ECU.
What was the difference today to keep that lead and stick it to them?
Well, I think what we talked about in the locker room, although when we came out, we didn't quite have a great start of the third quarters or second half. It's just like we felt like we were stopping ourselves and being a little bit timid and not going out there being brave together as a unit. They threw out a couple different defenses, so we had to make those adjustments, and we created those goal-scoring opportunities in the second half. Just proud, again, of the way we came out, got the draw controls, executed on offense, and then in the second half, gained that separation that we really wanted to not only secure the victory, but get young players and other players on the program in for some playing time.
As you mentioned, most of those scoring opportunities started with Alyssa Daly on the draw. How valuable was she in this game?
Oh, yeah. And I remember her last year. We went back and forth. We have another player who's been out, Mora. And Alyssa and Mora were the two-way punch here. The good news is I think they started with number 14, and then they ended up bringing in 18. I think the big part of Alyssa's success is a total buy-in, and she trains like crazy on the draw. It's her specialty. And additionally, she has a great draw unit in Emily Mess and Meeks, a young freshman, and then we got Steffens in the mix there towards the end of the game. So that unit helps her feel, solid, secure, with confidence every time she takes the draw.
You had listed Emily Messney's at attack last week, moved her back to midfield this week. What was the rationale behind that?
When we made some adjustments last week for some players that are out, and so when given the chance, Many times she's on the defensive end of the draw, and we don't get that. She'll just go right over. I think other major attack players, whether it's like Izzy Skane has done that, going over on defense when needed. So she is truly an all-around player. Full-time midi, attacker. When you're in the draw circle, you're obviously in the midfield. So obviously today you could witness how valuable she is for the program and how she works together as a team and really scraps hard. And those extra possessions is what makes our team really successful right now in this time of the year. 2 games in, a couple games coming up this week.
After a dominant win, what is the message to the team in the locker room?
Just keep going. Just get after it. I think they go in with a lot of confidence. We go up to Mount St. Mary's, but we have a really, really tough game and a game that was really a hard luck loss last year in overtime at Villanova. They come in with a really strong unit, some top players in their conference. So we have a lot to look forward to. They're going to rest now. They have the holiday off for part of the day before we come back and train, go up to Mount St. Mary's, and then ultimately host a really tough Big East Villanova squad on Saturday.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you so much.